for this 2-hour show tonight. I really appreciate it.
Well, thank you, Mark, for having me here today. It's a pleasure.
And
Hey, kid, what'd you do, jump ship? What? Well, what's with the life preserver?
Speak of that, congratulations on your new gig. Personal assistant, body man, driver to Mr. Thomas DeVore, Republican nominee for Attorney General. Very exciting news. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. It's such an honor and a pleasure to be able to work for Tom, and I'm enjoying the time we're spending together on the road.
The pace is going to pick up for everybody across the board as we get closer to November. Time flies. I mean, this is the last week in September, and I think Saturday is October 1, and the election is just literally right around the corner. I can't believe how fast time flies, but kudos to you, Brett, and I wish you nothing but success and good luck on the campaign trail. Do you think we should take some calls?
I think we should.
All right, let's do it. Man on the street, I appreciate it. We have a very special caller who just dialed in, and I want to make sure I give him a few minutes. Mr. Tom DeVore, Republican candidate for Attorney General. Tom, welcome to Mark My Words. How are you, man? Tom, you there?
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Hey, how are you? Good to hear from you.
Yeah, how are you, sir?
Doing great, and I'm sitting right here in front of Mr. Brett Corrigan, who's doing a fantastic job here tonight on the show.
I know. That's why I was watching on Facebook, and I saw you guys on there. I was like, I'll call in real quick. So,
well, I appreciate it. Tom, real quick, man. I know we've got a few minutes, but you've been just hammering Governor Pritzker and Kwame Raoul on this Safety Act that goes into effect on January 1. Very briefly, why should every Illinoisan be scared to death on January 1?
Because this bill, this law that Kwame pushed through and Pritzker signed, actually, any angle you look at it, Mark, is bad. It's bad for the public. It's bad for the courts. And it's even bad for the people who have been accused of a crime. Nobody's going to come out on the other side of this law in a better position. When Governor Pritzker starts talking about, well, somebody shouldn't be able to buy their way out of jail, right? They shouldn't be able to just pay money and get out. He's trying to suggest that person's now going to still be in jail, which is not true. The court's just going to potentially let them out without ever having to post any bond. It's not like they're going to sit there because there's no bond to be posted anymore. They'll just recog them and send them out. So that's just one little short snippet of how it's not even going to accomplish what the governor tries to say it's going to do. It's ridiculous. And, people are going to be walking the streets that should have never been walking the streets because they were a risk. And you've seen the liberal policies of Kim Foxx, which has pretty much been implementing the provisions of the Safety Act, Mark. She's been doing it now for several years. And how's that working out for the people of Chicago?
Yeah, no, that's true. And Tom, we got about a minute and a half, but jails will be empty too, and I don't think a lot of people realize that.
No, a lot of people don't realize that every state's attorney is evaluating. Again, if this new law takes effect on January 1st, which, again, if I get elected Attorney General, I think I can stop it. But if it does, the state's attorneys and the sheriffs are evaluating under the new law who can they no longer hold, because there's a lot of people in jail that can't post a cash bond, Mark. And so the implication will be is that they'll be let loose unless they fall within one of these categories. So best I can tell, there's 4,000 to 6,000 people currently being held in jail pending trial that will be turned loose all at once on January 1st.
That is frightening, and I want to encourage everyone to go follow Tom DeVore, his Facebook pages. You've got two of them, the campaign page and your blue checkmark page, because I know you're embarking on sort of a Safety Act tour and educating residents on the south and west sides of Chicago in particular on the impact if this law goes into effect on January 1. Mr. Tom DeVore, I appreciate your time, my friend.
Thank you, sir. Have a good evening. See you, Brett.
See you, Tom.
You're listening. The phone lines are blowing up, and I promise to get to as many of them as I possibly can coming up after this break. You're joining me, your host, Mark Vargas, and my guest co-host, Brett Corrigan. You're listening to Mark My Words.